Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining me and thank you for your continued support. Right, so we know that there's been a few court cases which the DWP have lost recently, which I'm sure a lot of you are going to be pleased about, especially some of them which could relate to yourself directly. It now looks as though the UN has weighed in on the situation. The United Nations, they have been making some recommendations to the UK, and they feel that some of the things the DWP are doing could be against human rights. Now, I know that some of you have been mentioning in the comment section to my videos, but wait a minute, isn't that against our human rights? Well, it may well be true. Let's have a look at the article and I'll show you what I mean. Right, here it is. The UN calls on Labour to increase benefits and scrap the two-child limit UK poverty crisis warning. So they go on to say the United Nations has urged Keir Starmer to scrap the controversial two-child limit and reverse the 5-week wait for universal credit in the warning that the UK government is infringing human rights with the ongoing poverty crisis. The UN's Committee on Economic, Social and Cultural Rights issued a series of recommendations to tackle poverty in the UK on Monday, after grilling a delegation from across England, Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland on the issue. In response, the UN experts raised serious concerns about the UK government's failure to uphold human rights across the country. That includes fears over the Department for Work and Pensions welfare reforms that have resulted in severe economic hardship, increased reliance on food banks, homelessness, negative impacts on mental health, and the stigmatisation of benefit claimants. The DWP was urged to up spending on benefits, remove the benefit cap, and scrap the two-child limit, which prevents parents from claiming child tax credit or universal credit for more than 2 children. Introduced in 2017, the latter DWP policy is estimated to affect 1.6 million children in 440,000 families. Removing the limit would lift 300,000 children out of poverty and means 700,000 children would be in less deep poverty. Responding to the findings, Jess McQuail, director of Just Fair, a charity working to defend economic, social and cultural rights in the UK, said, "The government presents itself as a global leader in human rights, but these findings tell a different story. These problems are not just a result of past actions. The current government continues to make decisions that undermine rights. The UK should act on the UN's recommendations and use its resources to ensure everybody across the UK has a decent standard of living." Goes on to say they interrogated the UK government on its domestic human rights record on the 13th and 14th of February, with UN experts quizzing 13 Whitehall departments and ministries on issues ranging from anti-poverty strategy to housing safety. The committee's most scathing assessment on the UK government's approach to human rights came on DWP social security policies. One committee member said, "I am under the impression that the state party, the UK, continues to treat social security just as an instrument for getting people to work. I hope I'm wrong. I am concerned that if this approach persists, I am afraid it is highly likely that the state party will continue to fail to address poverty." Chief among the criticism was the continued commitment to the two-child limit. Labour has faced increasing pressure for this policy to be scrapped since it came into power. Earlier this week, Child Poverty Action Group warned that the government's upcoming child poverty strategy would fail unless the two-child limit is axed. The charity said that the two-child limit puts another 109 children into poverty every single day. The DWP, I can imagine what they're going to say. No one should be living in poverty. That's why our ministerial task force is exploring all available levers across government to give every child the best start in life as part of our plan for change. As we fix the foundations of the economy, we are increasing the living wage, uprating benefits and supporting 700,000 of the poorest families and children by introducing fair repayment rate on universal credit deductions to help low-income families make everyone better off. The UN experts also issued a series of recommendations across human rights to housing and food, as well as the UK's stance on immigration. Now it does go on, and I'm going to stop it there because it goes past the disability part there. But I'll leave a link to this in the comment section so you can read the rest of it at your leisure. But the UN are quite scathing about the whole situation. They believe there shouldn't be a 5-week wait at the beginning of universal credit. I totally agree. I think that is a completely ridiculous thing to do, to make people wait 5 weeks. So that they said that should be scrapped. They said that the benefits cap should be scrapped. And now I know I understand why the government did it, the Conservative government at the time. They wanted to stop people just claiming more and more benefits, but at the same time, it's also caused a huge amount of hardship. So there needs to be a middle ground there somewhere. But anyway, let me know down in the comment section what you think about this this report that the UN has written up. I'm not entirely sure the government's going to take any notice of it whatsoever, but if the UN believe that the UK government are breaching human rights by doing some of these things, then it is possible that people will take them to court on that basis, and that may well scare them into making some changes. So it looks like the DWP could be coming in for some more court cases if things don't improve. Let me know down in the comment section what you think, as always, and don't forget to subscribe if you've got this far, and I will see you next time.